What's flipping, tripping, and cashing? Glad you asked. My name is Paul Mann. I'm a full-time comedian, and when I'm not on the stage, I like to have fun finding great deals at yard sales and thrift stores and flipping on eBay, or road tripping on my latest comedy show, or having fun adventures along the way, or hunting cool and creative geocaches from all over the nation. Today, we're flipping. Let's go.
Oh, hey guys, welcome to another flipping video. Hey, it's December. It's cold. There's no garage sales. There's no yard sales. There's some thrift stores hit and miss and everything, but it's a busy time of year. And so what I wanted to do today with this flipping video is I want to take you and show you the first 10 things that sold on eBay for me. Now, I want to let you know I am new to the flipping business, okay? My first eBay sale was October 17th. Let me show you what that was, okay? Now, I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see or read things without them. So if there's a glare, I'm sorry. Just pretend I'm bald. Number one, vintage 1980s Care Bear figurines. That was the very first thing that sold, okay? And no, they were not mine, all right? They were my wife's. She had a bunch of just old toys and collectible stuff that she had when she was a kid, just sitting in a closet. Now, we have 2 boys, no girls, so there's really no need for Care Bears and strawberry shortcakes and stuff like that. So out of the first things that we listed, that was the first thing that sold, and it was $10 plus shipping. Awesome, right? And number 2, the Apple iPod Classic 6th generation. Now, this was something I had gotten a while back, and it had just been sitting for a long time, and I didn't know what the value was, and so I put it in auction. It wound up selling for $56 plus shipping, so that was pretty good. Number 3, this actually was a yard sale find, and I was excited about this because I paid $1 for this Nerf gun. And I listed it for, $40.99, and guess what? It sold the same day, plus shipping. So that was my first big yard sale score that had a good return on it. Number 4, this was a vintage ladyhead flower base. Now, we actually inherited this along with some other ladyheads from a family friend, and I didn't really know the value of these things. I knew that they're old. I think they're made in the 40s. So I did a little bit of research and looked at comps, and I listed this one at $67. I kid you not, a couple minutes later, that thing sold right off there. And so evidently those are good collector items. So you might have those in your house. Look around. Hey, ladyhead, I'll sell you, you know. Like I said, they're I guess, pretty good collectible items. Number 5, this was a vintage 1970s blow-up inflatable furniture for Barbie. Okay, these things were the equivalent of a life raft, and that you blow up, for like $2 and for a kiddie pool or whatever. But these things were vintage. They were old. They still blew up. They didn't leak. But again, I guess they're collectible. Sold for $15.99 plus shipping. Pretty good. Again, my wife's, not mine. Okay. Number 6, this was another yard sale find. It's the old Super Mario Brothers, and I paid $1 for that. Sold for $17 plus shipping. Also, that same day, I bought the Nintendo Wii there for $10, so that was pretty good as well. How about we go to number 7? Number 7, this was an NES game, and this is actually the games I grew up with whenever I was a kid. The first Nintendo, and this is the Kid Icarus. Or Icarus, or however you pronounce that, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. So awesome! It's really cool how some of these old or vintage games still hold their value after all this time. I guess they become collectibles as well. Number 8, this was another Barbie inflatable. It sold for $11 plus shipping. Kind of like the pink color better, if you ask me. Yeah. Number 9, this again was my wife's. It was a lot of 23 vintage strawberry shortcake figurines. Okay, I can't remember. I don't have the price written down on my computer. What we actually sold it for, but you see it right there on the screen wherever I put it on the graphic. It's right around there somewhere. Okay, so number 10. This was another yard sale find. I was actually in San Antonio with my wife. We were doing a couple of shows, comedy shows down there. If you guys don't know yet or anything, I'm actually a full-time stand-up comedian, but this is one of the things I like to do for fun on the side. But yeah, I was yard selling. They had a neighborhood yard sale in San Antonio, and I saw this new in a box. So I took the old eBay scanner, scanned the barcode, and boop, it popped up with great comp return. So I wound up selling that for $45 if it's listed there, plus shipping. And so that was a good return on my investment as well. So now I want to show you 4 items that I shipped today on eBay. Okay, here's number 1. I paid $5 for this at a garage sale, and like I said, I just kind of looked up the model number and everything, and the comps came back pretty good because it's like a collector's thing. Didn't know if it worked or not, and so I just took a chance on it for $5, and got it home, tested it out, and it powered on. It worked, and everything was moving on it, but I couldn't get any sound out of it. So I was like, crud. So I wound up just putting in the description, hey, for anybody that just likes to tinker around with old radios to work on them, fix them, things like that. It works, but I can't get any sound volume. I said, am I doing something wrong? Yada, yada. And I listed it for $15, and it sold. So somebody's going to tinker around with it. So, and that was plus shipping as well. Next, a few weeks ago, there was a big yard sale, and this lady sold me just this big old tub full of Legos, all for $20. They were all different bags and everything, and had their books in it. So each one of those, they were did a good job of putting all the pieces together. And so what was really fun is I brought this whole box home, and of course my kids are teenagers now, but they still love putting the Legos together. So I basically, before I sold them, I had, okay, here's the bag, and it's got supposedly everything in it, build it, make sure all the pieces are there. And so once they got everything built, and let me know if all the pieces were there. Some of them had a few minor missing pieces, so I listed that and let them know. But this one was one that had all the pieces, and it wound up selling for $15. I had listed $20. They gave me a best offer of $15, so I took it plus shipping. Hey, it's Christmas time, right? Christmas time. Next, this was a little childhood book that I had. It was a little story called The Ewoks Joined the Fight. Had a little record inside it. The record, I looked both sides, looked good, and it sold for $5 plus shipping. And then lastly, I don't know if you guys saw a previous episode of a lot of WWE wrestling figures that this same yard sale I bought the Legos I bought just this whole plethora of wrestling figures, and it also came with a wrestling ring. Well, I paid $20 for that whole box as well, and there was a couple of new wrestler guys in the box that whenever I did the scan, it paid for itself just with that one thing. So I knew it was a pretty good score, and so that wrestling ring actually sold today for $30 plus shipping. Okay. So yeah, all in all, man, it's been fun. I'm actually itching to get back into going to yard sales and garage sales and everything. So I'm still kind of looking every now and then, because sometimes people still in the wintertime have a yard sale or two in their garage and things like that. Of course, some of you guys that live in warmer climates, you guys can do that all year, but I live in Missouri. It's the Midwest, so our yard sales and garage sales are pretty seasonal. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to have an episode where I could just show you guys my first 10 sales. And I'm just being a student. I'm just kind of learning. And I've been watching a lot of guys out there that have taught me a lot. I'll go with Cincinnati Picker. I've been watching pretty much everything he does. Commonwealth Picker, watching everything that he does. There's another guy goes by the name Part-Time Picker, and of course he should be full-time. He scores a lot as well. But yeah, just guys and gals like that, just learning and just watching their channels. So hopefully each time that I do this, I can get better at it and learn. And maybe you guys are like me. You're just trying to learn the ins and outs and get a good start. And for me, it's been pretty good. Like I said, my first sale was October 17th. And right now, here we are in December. This is December the 3rd that I'm recording this video. This is my total sales just for flipping things on eBay. So far so good. Having a lot of fun with it. And I don't know what it can be for you, but hopefully it can add, opportunities for things that maybe you want to pay off or vacation. Just having that little extra side money. And, it's there's a lot of work that goes into it, obviously. First of all, you got to find the stuff, list the stuff, kind of do your homework on, the value and stuff. And then once it sells, you got to be really good steward of shipping and making sure that you get everything out in a timely manner. So it's kind of like, it's like anything, once you kind of get used to it, it's like rinse and repeat. Do it over, rinse and repeat, and just keep consistent with that. And I think over time, you guys would be able to have a really good eBay business for yourself as well. So anyhow, that's it today. Let me know in the comments something that you found recently and listed that's been going for you. And also let me know, how long have you guys been doing the eBay business? Are you new like me, or are you a seasoned veteran? But anyways, having a lot of fun. But again, check out my future episodes. Not only am I flipping, I'm also tripping. I'm a full-time comedian, so I do road trips and record a lot of the things that take place as I'm traveling. Some of them are vacation stuff in between shows, like with my family. And then the other thing that I do is geocaching. I don't know if you guys ever heard that, but it's basically searching for treasures, and it's worldwide. You download an app. When I say treasure, it's basically a Tupperware container. It's not cash either. It's not C-A-S-H. It's C-A-C-H-E. Cache, geocache container. But yeah, so those are the three things I do. So this whole channel is about those three things. So I mix it up. I'll do an episode on flipping, I'll do an episode on tripping, and I'll do an episode on caching, and just mix it up. So hit like, subscribe, do all that good stuff that you guys do on YouTube, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching. So whether you like flipping, tripping, or cashing, or all three like me, enjoy the adventure and making a lasting memory. See you next time.